السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إن الحمد لله وحده الصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده وبعد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. We start with our question and answer session. There's a question from Sister Lucy that if, what about the parents? Because we discuss about that we should not talk about the insignificant matters or which are useless. So what about the parents which are talking about the achievements of their children? There are two things. If the purpose of showing such things or talking about such things is to encourage the children or to encourage other children as well, so that they also try their best to achieve such heights, then there's no harm in it, because this way it is not insignificant. There's an objective behind the revelation or expressing such things. So there's no problem in such case. However, if just to pomp and show, boost the children and boost for them, it is not allowed. So we need to see the situation, and if it is with a good intention, there is no harm in it. Any other question?
Yes, Sheikh, one question. In the beginning of today's lecture, you mentioned about every word that we say, every speech that we say will be counted in the Akhirah. I am wondering about the speech in our heart when we just talking to ourselves, and then we like a riba, but riba in our heart with ourselves. I'm ashamed to say that sometimes I am guilty of that, because if that person really irritates me. So I'm guilty of that. I feel guilty. I always will try, and if I realize it, I will say astaghfirullah. But if I don't realize it, then it's sinful. I feel it's sinful. But what will it be counted? It is only in our heart.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. As far as this question is concerned, as I said in the beginning of the talk, there's a verse. Ma yalfidhu min qawl. Whatever word you pronounce, the first condition is that it must be expressed. It must be expressed, not the random thoughts which come to our mind. They are excluded, because these random thoughts, that is something which is beyond our grip, that is beyond our thinking, that is beyond our control. These random thoughts come, they come and they go off its own. But what is accountability is that when we say anything, when we pronounce anything, and then there are the people around us. And not only something that sometimes a person may be in loneliness and he's saying some indecent words. Yes, they are also being recorded. So whatever word we pronounce, lafz in Arabic means the word which is pronounced. That is why ma lafaza yalfizu, ma yalfizu min qawlin. Whatever word we pronounce of the speech, it is being recorded. So as far as our random thoughts or our uncontrolled thoughts are concerned, there are actually 5 levels of the thoughts. One is hajis, khatir, hadisun nafs, ham, and niyah. Until the intention, niyah, which we call niyah, intention. Niyah is the top level. Below the niyah, there are 4 levels. First one is hajis, second is khatir, third is hadisun nafs, fourth is ham, fifth is niyah. What is hajis? Hajis is just the stream of thoughts which come and go. Here, whatever comes to our mind, we will not be asked for this, because here the role of shaitan is there. Yuwaswisu fi sudurin nas, waswasa. He boosts, he propels these thoughts to our mind. So we are not accountable for this. First level. Second level is hajis, khatir, when sometimes these random thoughts are streamlined. So we think about this, we think about that, many things we think about, because these thoughts do come and they keep on coming. So this is hajis. The second level is when we try to streamline any particular thought, but still we will not be accounted for this. We will not be held responsible for this, because still it is something which is being imposed upon us, which is not our choice. Third is hadithun nafs. A person starts talking with himself about it. Okay, oh, he has done this to me, I will do this, I will do this, I will say this. As long as a person is not saying that very particular anything which is accountable to be a sin, like abusing or passing the indecent words with himself, this is the third stage, which is called as hadithun nafs. So even this stage, a person is not accounted for unless and until he practices it. Fourth one is now he has decided that yes, but this decision is not completely stronger. It is now a person is prepared to do this. However, still he has to adopt certain means to practice it. And that's the level of niyyah, intention. Yes, there a person will be held responsible. All the four stages I talked about, they're all excused. They're all excused. Fifth one, that is niyyah, means a firm resolution in the heart, full determination, and not only firm determination, then whatever means are to be adopted for this, a person is trying to adopt them. That is known as niyyah. Here a person will be held responsible. Hope by saying this, you get the answer for your question.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't realize there's so many levels of self-talk, or what you can call it. It's so many levels. Okay, levels. Good. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thanks.
Hajis, khatir, hadithun nafs, ham, and fifth one is niyyah. Yeah, we usually talk about the niyyah a lot. Most of our speakers, scholars, they talk about the niyyah. But rest of the four stages, they are, I don't know why they are ignored or neglected, because many of the people, they think they are sinful. They think about this, these thoughts come to them, they are sinful, but they don't know that they are excused there.
Oh, okay, good, good. Thank you.
Any other
Excuse me,
questions?
Sheikh. Excuse me, Sheikh. In relation to what Dr. Fauzia asked, how about writing? Our thoughts in writing, does it considered as one of these?
As far as the writing is concerned, since when you write something, you need to be focused. So there is one of your, we can say, your intention is their focus now. One is random thoughts, which are propelled to us. There's a stream of thoughts coming to us. So, and then when sometimes we begin to streamline the thoughts, then sometimes we begin to talk with ourselves. That's hadith means talk, hadith nafs, talking to yourself. So in writing, do you think that it is something randomly you're writing? No. When you write something, so it means your heart, your heart and your thought is not only streamlined, rather you are totally focused on it. However, now as far as the writing is concerned, there are two parts of the writing. One is if you are writing something which you need to do something in future and for which you need to adopt certain means. So as long as you don't adopt them, it will not be, you'll be excused. For example, you write down, I'll make backbiting of so and so, you write it. Or I go there and I slap upon his face or upon her face, you write it down. I go there, I beat so and so, for example. As long as you don't do it, you will be excused. Nothing will be written against you because you have not adopted the means. The fourth one is there, that is ham. We have this, we can say the minor intention. Actually, intention is also the fourth and fifth stages, it is all, they are both intention. But the difference is one is minor, second is major. Minor is that you think about it. Major is that you adopt the means about it. So as far as the fourth one is concerned, it is still there. Yes, you have made up your mind to beat so and so, to discuss or to commit ghibah or backbiting of so and so. But as long as you don't do it, there will be nothing written against you. The moment you do it, it will be written against you. However, if you write something which is for example, there is no any sin contained concerning in your writing, then it is mubah. If you write just for some time, it's okay, no problem. But if you keep on writing such useless and meaningless things, then it will be makruh. That's what Allah says about the poets. These poets, they write something, they take us to the valley of imagination, which has nothing to do with practical life. That's why that dislike it. But if the poetry is having substance, objective, that poetry is used as a means of teaching others, communicating good ideas, inculcating good ideas in others, this is an appreciated and desired thing. So in our writing also, we need to take note of this thing, that whether it is beneficial for others or not. If it's not beneficial for others, it is mubah. But if it is doing recklessly, then it is makruh. Hope you get the answer.
But today, we see in a lot of social media, people talk bad things about others, and sometimes spread. I don't know. Mostly talking about others, which is spread to all over when people read the messages. So does that include in this?
Sorry, come again. A brief explanation more, please.
In today's time, people talk about others in social media. They wrote, for example, they criticize the leaders, they criticize other people. So does that include under this topic?
Yes, we are going to discuss that in this session, that what type of speech or ghibah is allowed. There are 6 forms of ghibah which is allowed. So inshallah, when we discuss it, you will get the answer, that if we criticize our leaders and criticize a person, what is the nature of that criticism we need to see. And what's the ruling on that particular criticism, inshallah, I will tell you about. Just you have to bear with us, a little more patience until we reach there, that what are the different forms of ghibah which are allowed in Islam.
Thank you.
Welcome. Any other questions?